Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Paramystic Podcast. I'm your host, Christina Bloom. I am really excited about today's guest because we have Raven Wolfe with us. Let's bring Raven out and just get started with this amazing conversation.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, my friend? We haven't seen you since last year. So, how are you?
I'm doing really well. It's good to see you. I am really happy that I got a chance to meet you last year.
Yeah, same. Same. That was amazing at the Connecticut Paracon, which you're doing again this year, right?
Yeah, that is coming up, so I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
When is that? Do you know the dates off the top of your head?
I can actually tell you right now. Hold on one
You look
second.
fabulous, by the way. You look so healthy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It has been a um, consistent working thing for me. So it is July 11th and it starts at 11 a.m. and it's at Clarion Inn in North Haven, Connecticut at the
Awesome.
hotel.
Excellent. Excellent. Give everybody a hug for me because, again, I'm not going to make it this year.
I'm so sad you're not going to
I
be there.
know. Me too. But let's talk about happy stuff. You know what? I did not give you a decent interview or introduction here. So let me just read this for our people real quick. Our guest today is Raven Wolfe, a renowned psychic medium who has been experiencing communication with spirits since childhood. What once was what was once thought to be night terrors eventually revealed itself to be spirits reaching out from beyond the veil. Today, Raven works with clients around the world. She supports military families seeking closure, assists with missing persons efforts, and offers tarot. I never know how to pronounce it. Lenormand past life work, Akashic Records readings, and hypnotherapy. She has also spent over a decade involved in paranormal investigations and has been featured on LA's Most Haunted. That's quite a resume.
Well, I have a deep, deep love for mediumship and the paranormal and helping people. So,
Yeah, I love that. I just want to say hi to everybody here. We have Lee Warner, Casey Clare, Morris. Sorry, I missed your last name there, Casey, and Christine Marie. And of course, Gwen, our amazing producer. And I say our because you have a show on this network as well. So you and Christopher Brown, correct?
that's correct.
Awesome. Awesome. It seems like every time your show's on, I'm teaching a class.
Oh no. But I bet that the students that you're working with are really learning some valuable things. So that's wonderful.
I hope so. I hope so. Good morning, Gwen. Yay,
Good morning,
Gwen.
everyone.
So how did you get started with spiritual? Let's start with spiritual before we go to paranormal.
So when I had experiences as a child that showed me that there were other things beyond the religious belief of Christianity that I was in. And I was genuinely curious about it. And I had a lot of experiences. I ended up working with fairies and seeing fairies at a young age. That's a whole fun story. And then I started diving into spirituality because of a girl that I knew growing up that introduced me to spirituality. And it was very much an interesting concept for me. So, but what really kickstarted it for me was there was a girl who unfortunately passed away at a young age due to another person attacking her. And I started seeing her after she passed away. And this girl was not a friend of mine. She actually wasn't the nicest kid growing up. Um,
Okay.
but before she passed, she did show me a very um, she showed me an act of kindness. And before that, I always just thought she was a terrible person at the time. But that act of kindness made me think, well, what if there is something going on in her life that I'm not aware of? Why? Maybe she's this way because she hasn't had, positive experiences for herself. And then I found out she had passed away from a girl who was an even bigger, meaner person. And she was laughing about it. And I felt so angry because nobody should ever have to undergo what this young lady went through. And about 24 hours later, I started seeing her. And then it never really stopped after that. I started seeing, people who had passed on. And it came to a point where, in the beginning, I was sleeping in my parents' room because it was really scaring me.
Okay.
But it ended up changing into a more positive situation because I was like, well, maybe I can actually do something with this to help people. And that's when I really started diving further into spirituality.
Okay. Wow. That is quite a story.
Mm.
Wow. I d that's I'm very fortunate not to have that in my history, where, it as it got older, in adulthood, there were a few of those, but as a child, that's gotta be really hard on the whole community, you
It
know?
definitely was. She was in the choir that I was a part of, and they never fully solved her case. It kept going back and forth, even years later into adulthood. They had found evidence on a person, but their the court cases themselves were they were able to prove that this person wasn't just putting wasn't he, like didn't take these items from her, and so the case never really got fully resolved. And I actually wondered, well, why can't I help in this situation? And the authentic answer is that I was too close to the situation because she was someone that I cared about, like on a personal level. Like I
Mhm.
care about every individual situation that I'm working with, but it was too close to me.
So was that kind of the catalyst for you getting involved in police work and missing persons stuff?
Yeah, it was the catalyst for missing persons and helping out families, and assisting with information that was needed, that I could get through meditation or get through visions that were sent to me in my dreams. A lot of it was during my dream time, where I would start to see what was going on with an individual. So, yeah,
Wow. Wow, that's intense. That
yeah,
that that is intense work, and I would like to take this opportunity to say that is something that not all mediums do, right? So,
right.
I've never been involved in missing persons cases. It's not where I'm drawn, it's not where my strength lies, but I have so much admiration for people who do because, boy, you gotta be tough. Like, I would be heartbroken all the time trying to do that work. I mean, that's some hard work. I really commend you on that.
Thank you. And I don't do missing persons as frequently now, but I did when I was younger. I more so focus on grief support for people who have had loved ones that have crossed over nowadays. But if somebody does come to me with a missing persons case, I don't turn away from that because I feel that that's spirit trying to get the help that's necessary for an
Absolutely.
individual or a family. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm on the grief support end too, so I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. That can be some very rewarding work. Not always easy, but rewarding.
Hmm.
Rewarding work. So I heard a rumor that you are writing a book or have written a book?
I have written a book. It's not published yet, but
Okay,
it will be available at the Connecticut Paracon, available for purchase. I am finishing some last pieces and having a trusted couple of trusted people look over the book, and it'll be ready very soon. P- It's
cool.
called The Temple I Became After the Fire Forgot My Name.
Wow, I love that title. That
Thank
is
you.
amazing. That is really an amazing title. They were never let's see, they never found my body in the ashes because I was never meant to be buried to stay buried. Wow. Is this
Mhm.
like a autobiography or
It is an autobiography. It's a starter to a series I'm going to be writing.
oh,
But it should be notated that after the documentary uh, aspect of this, the books will go into a series of paranormal stories. So there'll be different characters that represent different things that have happened in my life. And um, it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm excited.
cool. Yeah, that looks amazing. I can't when does it go on presale? Do you
So
know?
it'll go on pre-sale after the Paracon on July 11th.
Okay,
I'm giving the people that are coming to the Connecticut Paracon first access, and
okay.
then it'll go on pre-sale.
Excellent, excellent. This is I am so excited for you. Is this your first book?
This is my first book. It's been a long time in the making. I had several people that were asking me, can you please just write a book about these experiences? And it took me actually reading my dear friend Kenneth Drake's book to really be inspired to finally get to a point of like, okay, this is actually really needed right now.
Yeah.
So, how can I hopefully inspire and help other people through my own writings? And so I sat down and I started thinking about it, and I came up with what I was going to do for the book. And then I really meditated on the name, and I was like, this all pulls everything together. So, yeah.
That's incredible, congratulations. As an author myself, I understand. I mean, there's excitement with every book we publish, but that
Yeah.
first one is, like, big. Big excitement. I'm so happy for you because I know how it feels, and I'm so, so excited for you. I can't wait to get my hands on a copy.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
an autograph copy, we'll see.
Yes, most definitely. Both you and
Yeah,
Gwen will get
yeah.
autographed copies.
So excited about that for you. I just couldn't be happier for you.
Thank you.
I love watching you online too. I mean, I know meeting you in person was amazing because your energy is literally as soft and powerful as your voice.
Thank you.
And I love that. That is so cool. Just being around you felt good. You'll notice, I don't know if you noticed, you all were like on one side of that facility and I was over on the other side. I kept gravitating over over to you and Gwen and Lee and Matt and, just getting over in there. And I just love your energy. You
Thank
just have
you.
this amazing light about you, and I hope that everyone else sees it too. I don't know how they could miss it, to be honest with you. So, uh, and I love watching you online, you do stuff that I wouldn't do, and it's because I wouldn't think to do it, but, like, I've seen you in, I think, restaurants or coffee shops or something doing live readings.
Hmm.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing, and I get that you live in a place that's really open to that.
I do. But
Yeah.
I would do it in places that are not. because there may be one or two people in that location that may actually need someone to show them that it's okay to be their authentic selves. And if that is something that they are drawn to, if it's something they want, then they can,
Yeah.
maybe they have that encouragement.
I love that. I'm going to stick that in my back pocket, you know? I mean, I've got, I don't know, half a dozen coffee houses within a mile or 2 of where I live, so it's not like I couldn't go do that, it just doesn't occur to me to do that, so thank you for that inspiration, I appreciate that. What else is going on that you want to share with us? Because you have so much exciting stuff going on, like, it's spread out, and congratulations on that, because you're not burning yourself out, but
It is spread out, mainly because of the health issue. I wanted to take it a little bit slow this year just to make
Yeah.
sure that I don't burn myself out. Let's see. Man, so there is the Connecticut event, and then there is the main horror and paranormal conference that is in September. Um, I'm usually super busy in Salem once the snow melts. So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
end up doing readings and mediumship and tarot at Pentagram or Zodiac Tea Room. And then I do tea leaf readings. And then I have online people that I'm working with. I do teach classes as well. So there's going to be at least 4 to 5 classes that are going to be coming up from now until summer. So that'll be advertised on my Facebook page, which is Raven Wolf with an E, or you can look up the medium frequency. Christopher Brown and I are doing a show, a mediumship gallery on September 25th in Maine. We're also doing a paranormal investigation the next day out in Boston area. So that'll be pretty fun. I'm going to be going to New Orleans in May. So that is going to be something that keeps me a little bit busy for a few days as well.
Awesome.
There's
Wow.
a retreat I'm doing at Wilson Castle as well in September with Monique Too Soon and a few other people. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
I love it. I love it.
Those are some of the things that I'm doing right now.
Awesome. So your classes are online or are they in person?
They are online
Okay.
because we have people all over that want to take different kinds of classes, and I want to make sure that that's an open opportunity to them. Now, there is capacity for one class that will be in person. It will more than likely be at Zodiac Tea Room, but the details have not been set yet
Okay.
for that. Yes,
Yeah, start of the
definitely. So,
busy season, and I just wanna say good morning to Sal. Hi, Sal. We have so much stuff going on coming into this season, right? Like, everybody, not just you and me, but everybody has all this going on. And just like you, because for health reasons, I am scaling back this year, getting my health back online and being able to move forward from that. So, I get that. I get the, more online work, more local sort of things too. Um, Fortunately for you, where you live is local to the places I wanna go.
come visit me.
You know, that's out there now. That's out there now. Yeah, I would love to come and visit you. Gwen had popped up a suggestion that I think maybe we need to have an off-air discussion about, and that's a class with both of you together would be
Oh, I love
awesome.
that.
Maybe we could collaborate on something. That would be great.
I'd be honored. That'd be
Yeah, I
wonderful.
would too. Yeah, that would be amazing. So something to, stick into the thinker back here to start creating something.
Definitely.
Awesome. We already have one student signed up. Excellent. So what all do you teach? Because I know you teach mediumship, right? But do you teach other things?
Yeah, so I do past life regression work. And one of the things that I will do is teach other people how to do that kind of work. I'll teach people how to put different kinds of herbs together for protection bags. I will teach people a lot of different things. It just depends on, I'm kind of, good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning, Jeremy. And thank you,
Um,
Casey. She'd love to see us work together as well. That'd be awesome.
yeah. Yeah. I also teach how to do palmistry, readings. I do seances. I sometimes will have students that ask me for specific types of classes, and if I have a good knowledge background in that specific class, or that subject, then I will go ahead and pull together a class from my experiences so that I can make sure that I'm doing it from an authentic point of view based on, and I let them know this is going to be based on my experiences. Here are books that you can read, here are activities that you can do to help with that.
Right.
I do help people also with sometimes students that come in want to know what types of, we call it, some of us call it gifts
Right.
they may have. And so I do have a class that helps them to dive into that a little bit further for themselves. And it's a 6-week course and it goes
Nice.
into pretty deep detail. And there are exercises that are a lot of fun, and the students seem to really enjoy it.
I love that. I love that. It sounds like you sort of do it the way I do it. It's like I taught a class last night on astral travel.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the class, I ask every member who shows up there, even if they're not able to make the next one, to pick the topic for the next class and
Mm-hmm.
between now and then. And I have learned so much doing it that way, because I do tap into my own experiences, but then I also tap into my spirit guides in the universe and say, all right, give me some authentic information. Let's go here. And it turns out pretty amazing every single time. And it sounds like you do something similar.
I do. Students will specifically ask me for classes, but usually I will really dive into what I'm pulled to do
Mhm.
unless there's a specific request.
Hi,
So,
Thomas.
hi, Thomas.
Yeah, Lee asked what I assume she's asking me what my next class topic is. And the next class topic is group past life regression to see where we have all been together before. So whoever shows up to the class, we're going to do a group regression and see where we know each other from.
That is going to be
So,
so much fun.
yeah, I'm excited about that. It's on April 14th. So, yeah, it's an
Oh,
online class and we can do it all right there together because energy, as you know, is not dependent on proximity.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Lorena.
Me too, Gwen.
Are you guys both online on like Tuesday nights? Is that when your show is on?
So our show is on Monday nights at
Monday nights.
9:30.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we like our time slot. It works pretty well for us for the most part. So,
Mhm.
yeah. Speaking of which, Christopher has a concert that's coming up this weekend, and I'm going to put a shameless plug in there for him, but
Awesome.
he's a part of a band, and they are playing in Maine at, oh my gosh, now I have to look real
Yes,
quick.
look it up, look it up. We wanna
Yeah.
know.
I've only posted like every 5 seconds about it to show him support, but
I get it.
If he was on here, he'd probably tease me about it and be like, "Really? You forgot already?" No, I haven't forgotten because I'm leaving on Friday with him. The event is on Saturday the 28th. I just am trying to find, here it is, the official location. So it's 27 East Main Street in I hope I say this correctly, Searsport, which is a oh, okay, yeah, it's an event by Hay Sailor and the Burial Curse, and it's 7 different bands, or 8, no, 8 different bands that are playing, and
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm very excited to see him perform. This will be my first heavy metal concert. I've never been to one. I'm a little
Oh,
nervous.
may the odds be ever in your favor.
My
I'm
house
just saying earplugs.
yeah, well,
Save your hearing.
Christopher told me, he's like, "Don't worry about it, I've got plenty," and I'm like, "Okay." So,
Yeah.
it should be fun though. I wanted to do something new and different this year for, my birthday, which is on the 29th, and
Well,
so
happy birthday.
thank you. So, was talking with Christopher, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's, like, the day before my birthday. I'm totally gonna come up." So I'm gonna hang out with him and his wife and a whole bunch of
Awesome.
cool people, and I'm sure it's gonna be wonderful.
You will definitely feel the music. Yeah, Jeremy just said you will feel the music for sure, and you will.
Yeah.
People for blocks around might feel that music, the vibration.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm excited for you to experience new things like that. I love that. I know that you and I both had kind of a rough year with
Yeah.
medical stuff, and, I know trying new things is really key sometimes to keeping that energy moving forward rather than getting stuck, so, are there other kind of maybe creative things that you've jumped into?
Well, as far as
As far as just yourself, just your own spirit. I know writing the book, that was big.
art is also a thing. I'm not the best artist, but I enjoy using sketch pads to help me with different forms of expression, but I can also use those forms of expression in readings and that kind of thing as well.
Mhm.
So that is something I've been diving into actually for a few years now, where I will just start sketching and spirit will tell me exactly what message to give for an individual. But it's not anything fancy, it's just the way that it comes out. So,
Art doesn't have to be fancy, and it doesn't have to be marketable, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, you use it in readings, and that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Have not I used to really be into art, like, years ago, and then I kinda got in the grind of running a business,
Mhm.
but in the last 6 months, I've gotten back into art again and using different mediums and different ways of doing it. I now carry a sketch pad with me wherever I go, and
Mhm.
it is just really interesting how that opens us up, and I think sometimes we get hit with some of these physical things, so we get reminders that that's not all we are, you
Right.
know? And I
Right.
think that that's a beautiful thing. Been frustrating, I know it has been for you because we've talked about it, but yeah,
Definitely.
sometimes we've talked at length about it. And,
Yeah.
but it is so beautiful to have those other expressions and to kind of pull into being more well-rounded rather than, hyper focused, which is
Yeah.
cool.
It
Yeah,
allows for other energies to flow through in a way that maybe someone doesn't expect. The other way that this ends up coming through is through music for me.
awesome.
I don't know what it is about it, but when I hear certain songs or I hear something new, spirit will take me into those places of being sometimes that I need to be in
Mhm.
to either figure out a specific answer for something that I'm seeking for an individual or for myself. And if I know that I'm going to have a session with someone, sometimes I'll put my earphones on, turn the music all the way up because that's just how it works for me. And I
Right.
will travel and start looking for what is going to be brought, what things need to be brought forward right up at the forefront of something. Or if I'm wanting answers about dreams that I've had, I will, because I do a lot of dream work, a lot of
Okay.
astral travel, a lot of messages come to me, a lot of visitors come to me during my dreams. And sometimes people I've never met before, but like I'll wake up and still see their face. And I wish I had the capacity to be able to sketch their faces so that if I see them in person someday, I can be like, this is for you. But I'm not that talented in that area.
I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
that. Yeah. My artwork can probably be best described as like 4th grade art class, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, mine too. Mine
I'm
too.
okay with it. It's all good. You know, everybody kinda has the same weird eyes and the same weird nose, but, whatever.
It works. It
It works. It
works.
works for me, and it's for me anyway, so, and I really feel like those of us who have given so much of who we are to other people and so much time and attention and focus to other people, sometimes we have to do things that are just for us and not
Hmm.
worry about whether or not it's considered good, you know?
Right.
It's just for us. And
Right.
I mean, it's like I don't share my written journal with other people. Why would I have to share my artwork with other people?
Right.
So, just a
Right.
thought. Just a
Another
thought.
another focus that I tend to have is empowerment for people, and trying to, when we talk about other things outside of mediumship, a lot of the posts, a lot of the videos that you'll see on my Facebook are because I want people to have that encouragement to be themselves authentically in whatever way that presents itself. And there have been a lot of people who have undergone trauma, and I have myself,
Mhm.
that I think there's a mindset that maybe if they see that someone is out there doing these silly things or having these like deep
Yeah.
conversations on live, like I do with my friend Matthew or with
Mhm.
others that come, or even if it's just something silly, and or I post pictures that make me feel empowered, I'm hoping that that will encourage other people who have been through serious trauma to know that it's okay to shine again when you've been in the darkest place you've ever been. And you can come back up and rise out of that. Even if it doesn't matter what size you are, what shape you are, what, um, your hair looks like.
Right. Hi,
It's,
Stacia.
hi, Stacia. It's, that's why those videos go up, and that's why I do them, because I want people to feel empowered to be themselves, and if that's something that they want, it's an encouragement, but if not, they can be like, "Oh, she's really silly," but it made them think, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to do more of those too, and just even just sharing other people's videos sometimes, if I'm inspired by something, maybe somebody else will be too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Itchy nose, like, every time I get on camera, my nose itches. I don't know what's up with that. Some weird thing, I don't know. Music, I wanna go back to music because you said that
Mhm.
music has been inspirational for you, and I think it is for a lot of people, but is there a certain type of music that's inspirational for you?
Oh my gosh. I am a wide variety kind of music girl.
Awesome.
I listen to a little bit of everything. I will say that when I'm looking at self empowerment for myself. There are certain songs that I listen to. There's one that I played for Matthew last night, and the name escapes me right now, but I have it posted on my Facebook. So if you scroll down, you'll see a girl with red hair. And she talks about breaking free from pain and suffering. And it's, some of that helps me with that. But then there's music like, hi.
Hi.
Um, there's music like Evanescence and Linkin Park, and
Mhm.
music like Disturbed, and then there's Mozart. Do you see where I'm going
I
with this?
see
Like,
exactly where you're going. Yeah, very eclectic,
I
very
am very
eclectic.
eclectic, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I am as well. I have to say when I'm meditating, like, my favorite kind of meditation to or music to meditate to is percussion.
Really?
Yeah,
I love
drums.
that.
They just pull me out of my body so fast. It's like going to a drum circle, just listening to it, through my headphones and yeah, just drums. It's amazing how far I can go. I don't know, this is a really, really old one. I don't know if they put out any new ones, but it was a really old CD from, like, 20 years ago called Drum Sex,
Love
and
it.
it was the most amazing percussion that I could use for meditation. I don't even know who did it, like, I can't find the CD. I used to have the CD. It's probably still in a box somewhere I haven't gone through in years, but, yeah, it was just amazing. Hi, Blaine. Um, so yeah, just listening to different kinds of music can really pull me out. Plus, I tend to lean native. Yeah, Blaine is
Hmm.
a drummer. I make drums. I make the handheld ceremonial drums. And so I will sometimes when I'm meditating just play one of those or play my flute. I'm definitely not a good enough flute player to ever, do it in front of people, but for my own use, it's amazing.
That's
So,
awesome that you make handmade drums. I've been to a
yeah.
couple classes where they have made different ones, and it is a lot of work. So I admire that you do that.
It is a lot of work. It is, but it is so rewarding. Have you made one or just been to a class where they demonstrated?
I have made one myself. I still have
Okay.
it. It's in storage right now.
Oh,
So we moved into our new place in January. And so we are still going through
through
all the things right now.
yes. Oh, I completely understand that. Yeah, I can't wait for Gwen to come up. We'll make some drums together. And this being the year of the fire horse, I want to make myself a horse drum, a
That
horsehide
sounds
drum.
awesome.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Um, Anyway, back to what you have been sharing is all of the different aspects of you kind of consolidated into this one time space right now, and I love it. You are such a fascinating person, and your health journey has just been amazingly inspirational to
Thank
me.
you.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
been insane.
yeah. Yeah. You've been through a lot. Um, Blaine is absolutely correct. Drums bring back your primal energy vibes. Absolutely. You might wanna pull your drum out of storage, honey.
Yeah. I think that would be a good idea. I can put it up in one of the areas that I have in my space. I'm actually looking
Yeah.
around going, where can I put it? But there are a few spaces that I can put it in.
Awesome, awesome. Lorena, I'm totally up for doing another class. We'll just have to find a place to do it. And since warmer weather's coming, we can do it outside, which is awesome because it when you're working with animal hides, it doesn't actually smell very good. So having an outdoor space is good. Um, what what is it that you find inspirational when you're watching or learning from other people? What is it that you find inspirational?
The person themselves.
Okay.
When it comes to, when are you talking about in the aspects of when they're doing spiritual work?
Yeah, or just, yeah, or people online, sharing messages and whatever. I'm not
I
sure I'm saying this very well, but I hope you get the meaning.
I feel like the energies that they present are definitely, because I see things in color around them.
Yes.
Um, when I look at a person, I see colors, and maybe I'm not very verbal about what I see, but it's beautiful to see those aspects of spirit working with them. And even though the messages are coming directly from that individual, I can see how certain guides are working with individuals to help them give messages, and I find that inspirational. I find that a lot of the messages that I receive are from close personal friends,
Mhm.
and it is not necessarily in an online format, because
Okay.
sometimes I'll chip in, but I actually just like to be present and listen and see the beauty of what they're creating for other people. It's an opportunity for me to be able to be present and supportive to people in the community that are online. But I'm also of the mindset that if spirit has a message for me, then the right people will let me know.
Right. It will come through the vessel you need it to come through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I know we haven't talked about this, but do you do trance channeling?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I can trans channel. I don't do it very often because it's it is an area that I feel like is personal for me right now. And so for
Okay.
me to trans channel for groups of people, that isn't something I've stepped into fully yet. I can. And there has been one instance on a paranormal investigation when I was in California where I
Thank you, Blaine. Sorry,
I
didn't mean to interrupt.
oh, thank you. There, there has been an experience where I was in California on an investigation with two friends, and they were filming, and I stepped into it with one situation in particular, but it's not something I do publicly very often.
Okay.
And it's something I'm working towards comfortability with, but I think it's a vulnerable state for me to be in. And I am working on part of that has to do with learning to be a little bit more comfortable with with that aspect of myself, but it's usually in very small settings
Okay.
that this
I was
occurs.
just curious because you have so many well, like, you obviously know this too, is once you open that door, all kinds of stuff shows up,
Yeah.
all different kinds of ways to, hone your skills or share your skills or gifts or whatever you wanna call them. Those things just show up, once you can see, then you start to hear. Once you can feel, then you start to see, then you start to taste, then you start to smell. Like all those doors just open once you're open to it. And that's
Hmm.
why I was wondering if you did that because you are so open in so many ways that I thought
Yeah.
maybe you did. Yeah, and Blaine thinks you should embrace that gift. And I think you are embracing that gift. But you don't have to make it public to embrace it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at some point down the line, I mean, I've been told by my spirit guides that at some point it will be in a more public format, but there are certain aspects of healing that I feel that I need to go through before I do that.
And that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. I get that. On a deep personal level, I get that. There are just some things that I've backed away from too for now. For now, that's the key. It's for now. It's not forever. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, I completely understand that. You definitely want to be in optimal health when you're transferring that level of energy, for sure.
Now, I do have dear friends that trans channel, and I have learned certain aspects within trans channeling when it comes to what degree that specific spirit or being can communicate through
Mhm.
me, um, which I think is wonderful. That was something I needed because I didn't want to get to a point ever where I didn't feel like I could turn it off if I needed to or step back from it. So now I do feel like I have that capacity. Um, but I still feel like there's more that needs to be done before I'm at that point fully.
And that is absolutely fair. And, I mean, the thing that we sometimes forget is that there are no requirements.
Right.
There's no requirements. Nobody's required to do it. Nobody's required to trans channel. No one's required to do mediumship. No one's required to put themselves out there in any way, shape, or form. However, you and I both choose to do that, to put
Yeah.
ourselves out there. You know, um, I know that you live in a pretty open area. Uh, yeah, definitely be grounded and in who you are before trans channeling. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, that's an interesting point. I have some interesting stories about trans channeling when I first started that almost made me stop completely, but I forgot where I was going with my statement before that, but I do know that whew, see, I gotta stop looking at comments. Yeah, next class, yep. Keeping yourself safe and intact is very important, and grounding is definitely the beginning of that. Um, I forgot where I was going with this. All of a sudden, my whole brain just went blank, like,
Happens.
totally blank. I know, but it happens more than I'd like it to, honestly. So, maybe it's my turn to just shut up and let you talk about what you want to talk about. What do you want to share with people? How do people get a hold of you?
People can get a hold of me on Facebook, Raven Wolf with an E. You can also get a hold of me at the mediumfrequency at gmail.com.
Okay.
Uh, Salem in the Moonlight on Instagram. And then come see me at the Connecticut Paracon. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be an amazing, fun event. Or come see me in Maine for the Maine Horror and Paranormal Con, or come to the gallery that Christopher and I are putting together in September, the seance. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And if anyone needs to get a hold of me sooner, Facebook is the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm just going to throw out a little plug for myself too. I'm doing, online readings and phone readings. You can contact me through my website, christinabloom.com, or you can catch me on Facebook, send me a message there. Also, I have an online merch store I'd like to share, which is, Pure Intuitive Magic at printify.me. All of that's up there is my original work. I've gotten back into photography. I have some of my photography for sale on that website, and right now I'm running a spring sale, literally right up until summer solstice. So everything on that site is on sale right now. So it's just something that I wanted to share out. I do online classes, like I said. All those classes are listed on my website, and classes that aren't even listed on that website because, like I said, other people come up with them. And my books are also available from my website. So I just wanted to put those out there. Um, yeah, that is my QR code, I believe, in the corner. So Um, Raven, I want to thank you for coming on and being such an amazing guest. You have been, oh, let's see, we need to get the zipper tote with the woo out there. for sale. Yeah, I have to update my website because we had a product where they ran out of the product, so I have to change it up. But I also wanted to share that this weekend I am in Escanaba, Michigan at the Highland Golf Club. I will be doing readings at the Spring Wellness Fair there. And my friend Deidre Sanford is coming with me. So if you wanted to get a reading from either one of us, we will be there. And I am also heading up a Bigfoot walk, a Bigfoot hike on May 8th. And that is conjunction with the CapCon, the CAPS Paracon in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. That's where the Paracon is. I don't know where the walk is because I haven't been told yet where
That
we're
sounds
actually
like
doing the
fun.
hike. I know. But I will also be at CapCon on Saturday and on May 9th and doing the Go Team Woo. Yeah, we are Team Woo for the hike. and then there's this very scientific team also. So people can choose like what they want to do. Um, and I'll be doing a seance also the night of May 9th in conjunction with CapCon. So that's what I have coming up. And again, I want to thank you so much, Raven. You are an amazing guest, and I'm definitely going to have you back on. And yeah, let's talk about some collaboration, see what we come up with.
I would be honored. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. And your show again is on Monday nights
Mhm.
at, did you say 9:30?
9:30 p.m. Eastern.
Eastern, so it'd be 8:30 Central. And that is on All Access Network Television, just like this one is. So thank you again. And thank you, everyone in the comments. And thank you for everyone who's going to be seeing this at some point if you're not seeing it live. Have a great week and a great weekend. And I'll see you next time.